Hey everybody, Casper here, and I wanted to do a really quick training on your daily action report card. Now this is going to bring you back to the school days because I want you to grab a piece of paper and a pen because we're going to go through this really quick. It's only going to take about 5 or 10 minutes, but you're really going to get a lot from this. So get that paper and pen handy and let's go ahead and get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a score from 1 to 15 based on the next few questions that I'm going to ask you. And I'm going to ask you for a real assessment of your business. So, if you cheat on this, you're only cheating yourself, okay? So you really need to be honest about your business and what you've been doing in your business for the past few days, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. So first question is, what is your grade for contacting and inviting new people today? So in other words, did you invite any new people to your business today? Did you share your business with anyone today? Now, if you did not, then that would get a 1 or a D minus. Okay, so you can't get a 0. So that the score range is 1 to 15. So if you did not contact anybody, that's a 1. And if you contacted someone and they were engaged and they're interested and they're moving forward, they're in the process, you could give yourself a 15 for that. Now, it's really hard to get a 15 in my book, so I probably would never give myself a 15. I probably would give myself a 10 or maybe a 13, but not a 15. Anyway, it's a personal call, so if you want to give yourself 15, if you actually did that, then that's fine. And then anything in between. So let's just say, for example, you did contact someone, but they were kind of busy, so you didn't get a chance to really spend a lot of time talking about the business. Then you might want to give yourself a C or maybe a C plus somewhere in there. But if you contacted them and they were engaging and interesting, it might be a B or even an A. Okay? So that's the first question. What is your grade for contacting and inviting new people? Next question is, what is your grade for contacting ASA leadership? Did you contact anyone in ASA leadership today? Now, if you did not contact someone, again, that's a 1. If you tried to, and so you left a message for your leadership today, then you could give yourself a higher grade, like maybe a C minus or something like that. But if you did not reach out to your ASA leadership today, then that would be a 1 or a D minus. Okay, you see how this is going? Okay, next question is, what is your grade for asking the 4 buying questions today? So did you ask anyone the 4 buying questions? And hopefully the answer is yes, but if not, again, that would be a 1 or a D minus. Now, if you did ask the question, or let's say you got through 2 or 3 questions, but they had to go, or maybe the timing wasn't right or whatever, then you could give yourself a C for that because at least you did try to ask the question. But if you got all the way through the question, but they really weren't a good prospect, then I probably would end it at about a B on that. However, if you ask the 4 buying questions and you actually got a good contact and they're going to be engaging or interested in more information about your business, then you can give yourself an A for that because that was a really good contact. But again, if they weren't engaged or if you weren't able to ask all the questions, then that would drop you back down to a B or C. Next question. What is your grade for earning ASA bucks? Did you earn any ASA bucks today? Did you contact any? Did you attend any webinars to earn ASA bucks? Were you active on ASA Network to earn any ASA bucks? Did you watch ASA TV? Were you engaged anywhere on the ASA Facebook page or anything like that on the meeting wall? Were you engaged in any of the systems, ASA University? Were you doing any of that? And if the answer is no, then that would also give you a 1. Now, if you were engaged but not fully, then it might be a C. But if you were on ASA Network and you were on the live weekly training webinars, and if you were engaged on ASA University and you were doing a lot of things throughout the system, then you could give yourself a B or even an A, okay, depending on how much you were doing. Again, if you grade yourself high, then that's going to be a deceptive number. So you really need to be honest with yourself because this is all about your business, okay? So if you're not honest with yourself, you're not going to be honest with anybody else either. So be honest with yourself, and depending on what you did, then give yourself a grade accordingly. And the last question is, what is your grade for sharing your product and or service today? Did you talk to anyone about your product or service that you did not talk to yesterday or the day before or what have you? You know, somebody new. Did you reach out and share your product or service today? And if you did not, again, that would give you a 1. But if you did, and depending on the level of engagement, how much you shared with them, how much they were interested, and if they're going to move forward, then that would climb up the ladder to a C, a B, or even an A. So again, this is an honesty issue here, so you need to be honest with yourself. If you didn't share anything with anyone, then the answer would be, again, a D- or a 1. All right, so now let's add up your score. So what you want to do is add all that up, and then we're going to get an average for today and an average for the week. Now, based on the number you got, if you had, let's say if you had 25 or 26 or 13 or 15 or whatever, it doesn't matter what that number is. What you're going to do is you're going to do that every day of the week, Monday through Friday or even on the weekend, and then you're going to divide it by the number of days in the week. So if you work 5 days a week, then divide it by 5. If you work 7 days a week, then divide it by 7. If 6 days a week, divide it by 6. Or if you work 3 days a week consistently, then divide it by 3. Whatever that is, add the total numbers up for each day, and then divide it by the number of days of the week that you work. And that's going to give you a grade point average. So let's just say the average is 25, okay? So now, if you get a score of 70 through 105, you're going to be diamond really soon, okay? That means you are really going after it. That means things are starting to click for you, and there's going to be some things happening for you in your business. Oops. Now, if you had a score of 49 to 69, that means you are a diamond in the making. You're on your way. You're on the right track. You're doing well. If you just bumped it up a little bit more, you'd be diamond even sooner. But 49 to 69 points, you're a diamond in the making. Okay, those are good numbers. Now, if you had a score of 28 to 48, that means you will be diamond someday. It may take you a little longer than most. However, you will make it if you continue along that path. So, again, those are good numbers, but you can get them beefed up a little bit, and you'd be well on your way to diamond. Now, if your score was 7 through 27, you're dreaming about diamond. You're starting to do some of the things you need to do to get the diamond, but you're still in the dream stage because you're not really it's going to be a very tough road to make it to diamond if your numbers are in the 7 to 27 range. Okay, you really got to step it up a little bit. All right, now if your score is 0 through 6, you're just wishing. You're hoping and a wishing and a praying, but you're really not on track to be diamond at all. So you've got to get your numbers up. So if you're at 25, again, you're dreaming. But if you get above that, you're on the right track to get the diamond. Hopefully this helps you. This can actually help you with any business. It doesn't matter, okay? So these are a good way to track your progress in what you do on a daily basis to get you on track to being massively successful with your business. Hopefully this helps, and hopefully we'll see you on the next live training webinar. Hey, my name is Casper Stockham. You have an awesome, awesome day, and we'll see you on the inside. Bye-bye for now.